The coverage of the Grade 1 Champion of Champions on StallionEsearch.com is brought to you by the sires, Flying Cowboy 123, He's Relentless, Matoli, and End of Mischief. And hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com. Early morning here at Los Alamitos. We're analyzing and previewing the Champion of Champions. We're looking at the most likely favorite going to post, Flash and Roll. Now, she's a classy 3-year-old filly going towards most likely another championship year at the end of the year. Going into this Champion of Champions, we'll see how she turns out going against the older horses, including older males, going the 440-yard distance. As being the winner of last year's Grade 1 Golden State and Grade 1 Los Al 2 Million Futurities, Flash and Roll continues to show her love for the Los Alamitos racing surface, as she pulled off a dynamite performance in the Grade 1 Los Al Super Derby to qualify her to go into the field of the 2019 Grade 1 Champion of Champions. We were able to chat with trainer Justin Joyner, whose last year's winner, Bodacious Eagle, took down the Champion of Champions, as well as jockey Cody Jensen, who is making his final start in the Champion of Champions, as he is planning on retiring at the end of 2019.
Oh, you know what? She's really runs good out here. I don't know what it is about Los Alamitos. I have no idea. I think her quickness, how quick she is advantageous to her out here at Los Alamitos. But the way she ran the Super Derby, she actually outfinished one of the best 3-year-olds in the country. So I'm not so sure it's just her quickness that's at her advantage out here. But with the rains we've gotten over the last 2 weeks here, the track's going to be pretty heavy this week. It's going to be drying, but it's going to be heavy. So it's going to it's really going to depend on who can handle that heavy racetrack. And maybe a little light-made filly like her, maybe she'll get up on top of the racetrack and run real well on it, or maybe it'll eat her up. So it's something we haven't had to face. None of these horses have had to really face before. So none of us really know who's going to handle it the best.
You know, the filly, she really breaks well here and seems to stay out of trouble. You know, the last time she ran there in the Super Derby, she really got tested by a really good horse, and I was glad to see a little grit. So she really likes it here.
Yeah, talk to me about closing out a 3-year-old campaign with, a possible win here in the Champion of Champions.
I think I think she's a great filly. I think she, she's been a great 3-year-old, and she's going to run against older horses, and I think she's the type that wouldn't be scared of the older horses. So, with her running style, if she runs the race, she should be in front to start with. So I don't think having to run anybody down or run a bunch of gritty old horses down, is going to bother her any.
How good would it be to cap off a career in the Champion of Champions going out here last day of Los Alamitos?
Oh, well, to me, it'd be great. To me, growing up through my life in the quarter horse business and racing, it's always been the two big name races was the All-American Futurity and the Champion Champions. Those are the two races that made champions. And so whenever you can win a race like the Champion Champions, it's awesome. It's one of the most incredible races to win ever. But being able to compete in it as many years as I did, and having a few times that I was pretty live, and then things maybe just didn't quite roll my way, or maybe I just got beat by a better horse. But to finally get it done, was great last year. But to do it again, this filly, she kind of deserves it. If more than I do, I've got one, and she's had a great run out here in California. So I'd like to do it for her, for what she's up against more than myself.
Bob Moore Farms in Norman, Oklahoma is proud to announce the arrival of their prized package. The hottest sire prospect of 2019 has left the racetrack and arrived at Bob Moore Farms. The sensational Flying Cowboy 123, fresh off of a win in the 2019 edition of the Texas Classic Derby. With only 3 horses in history to have won both the Classic Futurity and the Derby.
Cowboy 123 won the Texas Classic Futurity and now Derby.
Standing at Bob Moore Farms in Norman, Oklahoma, Flying Cowboy 123.